Let's talk about fixed versus growth mindset in ADHD. Someone with a fixed mindset will continue on their life the exact same way, usually all the time. They'll have the same hair, the same job, because they believe their core values are true. When they experience something as a failure, they don't tend to learn from that. They just say this is the way that life is, and they just continue on with that mindset. Whereas someone with a growth mindset will take a different path. They will learn from their experiences and they will keep growing. So the fixed mindset, this is what my therapist told me this week. So essentially the fixed mindset is going on this road, whereas someone else with a growth mindset will see that mistake and then veer off and continue growing and bettering themselves and learn from that mistake. As someone who has been diagnosed with ADHD at a later age, I always believed that I could grow and learn from mistakes, and I always got very frustrated at people who kept making the same mistake over and over and over and never learning from what they went through. I found it very hard to engage in relationships with people because it seemed like they just kept going and they didn't want anything better for themselves, and I never understood, and I thought it was a flaw within myself that I couldn't just keep going and I had to question absolutely everything. Often people with ADHD are put in a box of, oh, you can't do this, so you should just give up, because a lot of people are in a fixed mindset, whereas our brains with ADHD say, oh, I don't know how to do this. Let me figure out a way that I can do it differently, but still achieve the same way. We keep trying and we keep going, whereas others label us as a failure. We find a different way that works for us. The ADHD brain is way more likely to be growth oriented and say our struggle makes us stronger and makes us learn more, whereas the fixed mindset says, well, you can't do it, you're a failure. And I think that's why a lot of us were told from a very young age that we're a failure and we should just give up, because a lot of people are not willing to put in that effort. For me, I felt like I never fit in because I was always trying to go off a different path, and I could never understand why people stayed the same all the time. Even if it was hair, even if it was their job, I cannot understand, and I thought that was a flaw within me that I wanted to veer off. But it's actually perseverance, it's actually personal growth, and it's not something that you should feel bad about. Whenever you're feeling bad about yourself in your ADHD, remember all of the extra effort you have to put in every day to do activities that most people do easily. Think about the perseverance that it takes for you to do that. You are accomplishing so much. You are not fixed. You are growing, and you should be really proud of yourself.